exits by Monday, and then a system dives its way in from the north. Doesn't look like it has a whole lot of moisture with it, and it's likely to be in the form of all liquid precipitation. So not a huge threat for a lot of rain as we get into next week. But temperature-wise, we're going to finally be back closer to those seasonal averages. Average highs are now in the upper 40s, so now we're starting to warm. It was 48. Now we're climbing out of the heart of winter. Can you believe that? All right, then we're going to stay with low temperatures also into the 30s and the 40s. So this is how it should feel this time of the year. Don't forget to log on to easttnweather.com to check out the latest forecast there. Your daily forecast is always available at your fingertips by downloading the East Tennessee Weather app. Have a great day.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
All right, good morning, 8:03 right now. Getting us started on our good old Saturday morning. Good morning, everyone. Sure hope you're having a great morning so far. Here comes our storm system. It's going to be swinging its way into the area throughout the day today. That's going to provide us with moderate to heavy rainfall, a few showers, a few thunderstorms. I should say, can't be ruled out. And maybe a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms across the Southern Valley as we get into the second part of the day. But that's going to be the story here, so grab the umbrellas if you're heading out and about because you're going to need those throughout the afternoon hours. Other than that, or really just later on this morning and through the day today. So it is really going to be a soggy Saturday. We're going to be talking much more about that here in just a moment. A live look outside. We do have those overcast gray skies. Currently, we are rain-free around East Tennessee. So that's good news to pass along. However, it's not going to stay that way all day long. We are going to continue to track in those moderate to heavy showers. So on the big picture pattern, we do have flood watches hanging out with us across East Tennessee here at this hour and around much of the region. So when you go back to the weather maps, we have some fog across the Great Lakes. We have flood warnings all the way up and down the southern Mississippi River Valley into Texas and Louisiana. But flood watches continue from Alabama to Georgia, East Tennessee, up into Virginia, North Carolina, and also West Virginia, parts of Kentucky, and Ohio. And that's going to be the story here today as we track in some of the heaviest rainfall again. But as the storm system winds down, we'll start to see some cooler temperatures. So hopefully you've been enjoying the warmer weather because that's going to be coming to an end as we head into the day tomorrow. That low tracks its way to the Ohio Valley in the northeast. Snow showers more so up across the northeast. But some wraparound moisture and maybe a few light snow showers on the backside of that system as it moves its way on through. By the way, before we get to the weather forecast, got to give a big shout out to Dandridge Elementary School. Had a chance to go talk to the third graders yesterday and they were so smart and so much fun. So this is the third grade class at Dandridge Elementary School. I think it was about 60 kids or so, and it was a lot of fun to chat with them, to get the idea of how they think. You know, one of the conversations I have with kids is, does weather affect everybody in the world? And every single time I talk to them, everyone's like, no. Half the kids say no, half the kids say yes. But really talk about what is weather. They're like, well, if sun shines in California and it's raining here, then that's not weather. And I'm like, well, it's sunshine weather. And of course they're like, well, yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I guess everybody in the world gets to experience some sort of weather. And of course, the kids wouldn't be what they are today without the amazing teachers. So once again, thanks for having me out at Dandridge Elementary School yesterday. Many of you may have seen it on social media. I'll highlight that later on as well. But a Bridge Brewing Company just off of Kingston Pike. Talked to the owner, Jesse Bowers, there, and they're going to put East Tennessee weather in their establishments. And so I'm going to be highlighting them probably in March. They're getting some new equipment. And so I'll be going out in March to highlight that business. And that's what I'm doing. If you put East Tennessee weather up in your business, let me know, and I'll come highlight your business for sure. All right, so we'll talk about the forecast. If anybody needs to get out on the roadways here this morning, everything's nice, quiet, and calm for now. But here are your weather headlines throughout the day today. We do have a flood watch. We also have a wind advisory, showers and storms, locally heavy rainfall, falling temperatures on into our Sunday, light mountain snow showers, and then more seasonable temperatures return next week. So let's talk rainfall. Over the last 24 hours, we just picked up a trace of rain, mainly across the Plateau, Western Valley, and also down across the Southern Valley. But when you add 2 days worth of rainfall in there, some of us have picked up about 3/10 of an inch of rain. And then when you add 3 days worth of rainfall, we've picked up over an inch of rain already around town. And we're talking about the possibility of maybe 1 to 2 more inches of rainfall throughout the day today. So satellite radar, while we are overcast and gray to get the day started, you can start to see some light showers starting to work their way into parts of Morgan and Roane County, Anderson and Scott, Fentress and Cumberland County, and also down into McMinn and working its way into Monroe County here at this hour. That's just the very beginning of what's going to be heading our way throughout the day today. We do have some dense fog, by the way, and the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement due to the fog, saying, okay, it's not widespread, not necessarily needing a dense fog advisory, but some dense fog has shown up across parts of Claiborne County, into Granger and Hawkins County, Hancock County as well, and then stretches right along the Tennessee-Kentucky border. So if you travel Highway 27, 127, Interstate 75, 25 and 11, you'll probably, at Rutledge Pike, you'll run into some patchy dense fog here this morning. If you happen to be traveling in it or you have fog in your area, send me a photo, upload it through the Witcher's Pictures link via the East Tennessee Weather app. All right, temperatures right now, mild. Remember, our average highs for this time of year are in the mid to upper 40s. Actually, the good news is our average high went from 48 degrees now to 49 degrees. So we actually have some, we're on the move. We're on the move towards spring and some warmer months. We are now officially in the dead of winter, and temperatures are going to start to climb out average-wise. Anyways, from here on out, all the way through spring and into the summer months. So some of you who have been like, I can't wait till spring and summer. Well, good news is now we're trending warmer climatologically speaking. 24-hour temperature trend. Most of us are a little bit cooler than yesterday. Some of us a little bit warmer than yesterday morning at this time. Warmer a little bit warmer across the Southern Valley. But when you look at the numbers again, 40s and 50s are current conditions. All right, let's get to work with the risk levels here today. So the Storm Prediction Center, they're out of Norman, Oklahoma. They issued the big risk for severe weather across the country. And mainly Interstate 40 south, we have a chance for a few isolated strong thunderstorms. So you can't rule that out. Not necessarily going to be widespread by any stretch of the imagination. And, of course, we'll highlight that on the big picture and the regional picture coming up in just a moment. A little bit of a greater risk further to our south and southwest, but can't rule that out. So something to keep in mind. All right, but the flooding risk will be elevated again. So the Weather Prediction Center, all underneath the umbrella of NOAA, has issued a level 2 risk for some localized flooding. So watch out for some rising water, creeks, streams, and a lot of ponding on the roadways as we really start to see this batch of rain move on through. And I'll highlight that on your future cast coming up in just a moment. We do have that flood watch that's in effect now. Goes all the way through the day today and into the early overnight hour. So basically through 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. So keep that in mind. And we also have a wind advisory also in effect until 1 o'clock Sunday morning. So tonight, Winds across the higher elevations, gusts up to about 55. Winds out of southeast sustained at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. So it is going to be a little bit on the breezier side. If you have to get out the road, maybe you're heading off to work or you have errands to run early this morning. Of course, shopping centers and stuff don't open until about 10, but maybe you're going to do some early morning grocery shopping before everyone gets on out. Good time to do it, actually, before the rain really sets in. So if you're thinking about you need to get some grocery shopping done today, now's the time to do it before the heavy rain settles on it. You don't want to be loading up your car with groceries when it's just pouring outside. And it is going to be pouring here as we get into the 10, noon, and about 2 or 3 o'clock here this afternoon. That's going to be the timing of that. So we start off with temps in the 40s. We'll climb into the low 50s by noon. As we head through the day today, here's your future cast. Not a lot of activity out there currently, but that's going to ramp up as we go from now through lunchtime. So there's noon today. That gives you an idea. From now until about 10, you have a good window to get out and do some shopping or errands without getting wet. Anytime after that point, we're all going to get soaked. So a moderate to heavy rainfall is going to be swinging its way through. This is an area of low pressure that's going to track its way across the state and work its way into the Ohio Valley. Now, as this rain moves its way to the north and east, at least the big swath and batch of heavy rain, we'll still see some showers and maybe thunderstorms on the backside of that big rain shield. And so as we get into the 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock hour, you can see the future cast picking up on the fact that we have some spotty showers, and I think those will be some thunderstorms. We are going to see a forecast highs back to the upper 50s, so we'll be about 10 degrees above average for this time of year, so we've got that going for us. And like I said, enjoy the warmer weather. It was really nice yesterday, wasn't it? It just felt so nice outside. Nice little taste of March, actually, to be honest with you. Rainfall forecast for the day today, we're going basically anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch upper East Tennessee to over an inch possible across the central Southern Valley. If we get some thunderstorms to fire up, that's when we'll get some good solid downpours, and some of you may end up with more than an inch or two if you get caught underneath one of those storms. As we get into the evening hours, we do have that chance for showers and thunderstorms through the evening, isolated in nature, not a total washout. The midsection of the day is going to be a total washout, that's for sure. We're going to be in the mid to upper 50s, even all the way through about 7, 8, 9 o'clock here tonight. Cold front's going to swing its way through. That's what's going to spark off the chance for some thunderstorms as we get into the evening hours. And then overnight tonight, the low pressure tracks its way to the northeast. The winds shift from the south and southwest to the north and northwest. And that's going to usher in that cooler air. So tomorrow's going to feel more like the season, really. More like January. It is January 27th. Can you believe that? The month is cruising right along. All right, forecast low temperatures tonight, drop into the 40s. So if you are a churchgoer and you have early morning travel plans to church tomorrow morning, it is going to be feeling colder than what it is this morning. We'll be overcast and gray, a damp start to the day, but here comes that wraparound moisture. For the most part, just going to see some light snow showers across the mountains as we get that orographic lift. That's what it's called. The earth will force the air to rise. The mountains will. And we'll squeeze out some snow showers across the highest peaks. It's going to be a process throughout the day, so I'm not necessarily going to wake up with a lot of snow in the mountains by tomorrow morning, but through the day tomorrow, we'll continue to see the snow developing. And highs tomorrow only make it into the 40s, so it's going to be noticeably colder, and we'll have to pull out the jackets once again. We've not needed that really yesterday. Light jacket maybe, but that's it. As we go from Sunday into Monday, we'll continue to wring out the atmosphere of some light snow showers. But I think through the day on Monday, we'll see increasing sunshine before our nether disturbance swings through. But that midweek disturbance next week, not going to do a whole lot. Bring us some clouds, maybe a bit of a breeze and some light rain, and that should be about it. But forecast rainfall totals, by the time this whole storm system winds down and moves on out today and through the day tomorrow, we're going to end up with 3/4 to an inch of rain, upper East Tennessee from Knox County to Tri-Cities. Central Southern Valley likely to see an inch or more. Can't rule out pockets of 2 inches if you get caught underneath one of those storms. Snowfall accumulation. Any photographers out there should have some nice snow-capped smokies as we head through the day on Sunday. You can see through the day on Sunday how it's going to build. And then Sunday night into Monday morning, we'll continue to add a little bit more to that. So as the sun comes out Monday, we should have a nice snow-capped smoky mountains. It's going to be beautiful for sure. All right, here's your 3-day forecast. We'll stay a little bit on the warmer side throughout the day today. And then tomorrow we'll see those temperatures come down. We'll stay in the mid to upper 40s. So at or even slightly below average. Average high, again, like I said, we'll cut it in the middle, upper 40s. 49 degrees is now the average high at McGee-Tyson Airport. So we'll be pretty average. But a few showers on Sunday, falling temperatures, and some mountain snow showers. And that really should be just about the extent of it. All right, let me step to the regional picture. Anybody want to travel or anybody traveling around the region? I know I get hit up on some questions about traveling to Atlanta, to Nashville, and whatnot. So here's that risk for severe weather by the Storm Prediction Center. Like I said, south of Montgomery is going to be the greatest risk. Other than that, just a few isolated strong thunderstorms possible. Damaging wind would be the main threat, but we have low pressure coming through. So we have some spin in the atmosphere. And so anytime you talk about a risk for strong thunderstorms, I mean, you can't rule out an isolated tornado, but that's not likely to happen because we just don't have all the ingredients to do that. Now, the flood risk, the bullseye is going to be across the Appalachian region, but again, all the way from the deep south into the mid-Atlantic, we will have that risk for some localized flooding. So heavy rain is going to set up shop and work its way on through. We showed you the national local. Here's your regional future cast as the storm moves through. So again, the cold front's going to come through later on this evening, and that's what could spark off the isolated strong thunderstorms. That's where the low pressure is going to come on through as well, so that increases the wind. So the wind will increase throughout the day. The big batch of rain is going to be through the midsection of the day, and then by the end of the day, that's when we could pop off some of those thunderstorms. And then back behind it, you can see as the low tracks its way across New Jersey and the mid-Atlantic, we'll get that wraparound moisture in the form of some snow showers. So through the day today, just today, this is your rainfall forecast by the Weather Prediction Center. So you can see everybody around the region pretty much gets wet. Through the day tomorrow, that dwindles and moves its way to the north and northeast. As we get into Monday, it begins to fade away, and we'll dry out on Monday before a little bit of light rain coming heads our way Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe, where you can clearly see on our rainfall forecast for Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll just see some light precipitation moving on through, and it's going to be liquid. So no frozen precipitation there. All right, temperature trend. Why? Because it's going to be warmer. Average highs, again, in the mid to upper 40s, low 50s, and we'll be in the upper 40s to low 50s. So pretty nice temperature trend ahead of us, and low temperatures are back to those seasonal averages for the most part, which an average low is 30. We'll be in the 30s and the 40s. So let's get good morning. If you're joining on Roku or Amazon Fire, don't forget you can always head over to social media or YouTube to join in on the conversation. So if that's all you need to know weather-wise, we sure hope you have a great day. If you want to stick around for questions and answers, please do. And you can fire away again on social media. So let's say good morning to everybody and see how everyone is doing. Let's see here. I do have some East Tennessee weather umbrellas. Kimberly's like, hey, I need an umbrella. And it's a good day to have an East Tennessee umbrella. I've already sold my first one. She got it yesterday. She was super excited. So, all right. Good morning, Robert. We've got Cody on here. What's everybody doing today? Ruth says it's rainy in Oliver Springs. Yeah, we've got a couple of those showers moving through Morgan County and parts of Anderson County already this morning. Let's see. What do we got going on here? We have our shirts on today. So Jerry's wearing her shirts today. Nice, Jerry. Brian Partridge actually had his shirt on as he traveled out and about yesterday. He was at McGee Tyson Airport. I think that was when he went to Crested Butte. But yeah, he was donning the East Tennessee weather shirt. So nice. Spread the word. Good job, Jerry. Good morning, Ronnie and Phyllis. No rain right now in parts of Oak Ridge, so that's good news. But again, it's going to be a rainy day. So what are we doing today? Are we hanging out and just going to watch TV and get chores done on the inside of the house? Are we going to adventure out despite the rain? What are we doing today? Let me know in the chat. Good morning, Linda. Sure hope you're having a good morning. Julie says, it looks a little rather gloomy in Hamlin County. Well, you probably have a little bit of fog out there. And overcast skies thanks to the rain and the impending rain, I should say, that's really going to move its way on through. Let's see. So Laura says, what does aerial mean with the warning? With the watch, you mean? The aerial flood watch. It's just around the area. It's not. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're looking at widespread high floods. Okay, it just kind of means just around the region, flooding is possible. So that's really all that means. Just the term that they use with the watch, but it's a flood watch. We'll just call it that. Because I don't put that in the description because that really doesn't mean much to put people, right? So just a flood watch throughout the day. That's it. But remember, you can get all those watches and warnings on the East Tennessee Weather app. So if the National Weather Service were to issue a severe thunderstorm warning or a flash flood warning or flood warnings, remember, you get that on the East Tennessee Weather app, especially if you're in the location in the GPS. So make sure your watches and warnings are turned on with the East Tennessee Weather app so you get all that for sure. All right. Tina says she grilled lunch and dinner outside yesterday. It was so nice. So absolutely beautiful weather yesterday. And we actually had quite a bit of sunshine. So it was nice to see the sunshine and get those temperatures to warm up for sure. Oh, yeah, Edwin, you went to the museum yesterday. How was it? You said, good morning, Mike. It was great yesterday riding around the history in Oak Ridge. Was that a cool museum, the free museum that Edwin was telling us about? So hopefully that was cool. New Oak Ridge about the K-12, all the K-12 stuff, or K-25. Why am I blanking on the name? Anyways, Edwin, let us know how that was. So maybe a lot of us would like to go out and do that. Some dense fog for when I went to work this morning. From Scott County. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate that. Kimberly, the umbrella is big. The umbrella is big. Hey, Caden, can you go grab me one of those umbrellas? My kid just walked in here. Can you go grab me an umbrella out of the back closet? I'll show everybody what the umbrella is. They're pretty big. I know you're not supposed to open an umbrella in the house or inside, right? But I'm going to anyways. Or maybe I won't. I'll just hold it up and show you. Let's say a foggy morning in Loyal, Kentucky. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of rain today. Yeah, Kentucky, all of East Tennessee. Brandon Bates says, does Knoxville still have snow? No, it is gone. Like you look outside and it's like, wait, it's next to the T-shirts. They're next to the T-shirts up on the, standing up. No, Brady, we had 7 consecutive days, Brandon, of 4 inches or more, which broke the record. And everyone was asking about the blizzard of 1993. And believe it or not, we did not. The snow, even though we got more snow and technically a blizzard in 1993, the snow didn't last as long. Although the power outages did because we had toppled trees and trees down. But yeah, it only lasted it went from 12 to 18 inches of snow down to a trace in just 4 days. While we still had 4 inches of snow on the ground for 7 consecutive days. Isn't that crazy? Miss you, Brandon. Nice that you could join us this morning. Brandon Bates used to work at Channel 10 with me back in the day, and now he's over in North Carolina. I think you're in North Carolina, right? Anyways, tell your wife and the family hi for me. So Linda's going to do doing laundry today. That's what the Witchers are doing. We're cleaning up. We got to clean up. We've been busy this last week, so the house is kind of a mess. You can't find the umbrella? Look at the T-shirts, and it's just to the right of the T-shirts. They're standing up between the T-shirts and the white shelf. Let's see, maybe I might have to step away to show you the umbrella, but yeah, they're rather big. So let's see. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning. Let's see. Where can I find more of your merchandise? I actually have my website. Remember, I keep giving you updates on the website. Thanks, bud. I keep giving you updates on the website. So the website is now they're progressing forward. So I've already approved what the main page is going to look like. Now it is live, and they're going to continue to build it out. Not live for you, but live for me to see. And so now I'm going to start adding content. We're going to add the merch store there. We're going to have T-Dot cameras and weather cameras. I will have viewer photos on there as well. So all the photos that you send in, I will be putting them on the website for all to enjoy. I will have the interactive radar, temperature, 7-day forecast, and of course the 24-hour weather channel with your daily forecast as well. So much to come on the new East Tennessee weather website. So that's soon. Hopefully, probably about 3 weeks to a month. It takes a while to build these out. I have to send them information, and they have to build it, and we have to approve it. But that's coming soon, and so we'll have a lot more merchandise there. Jerry, if you're looking for more merchandise, just hit me up. Message me, mike@easttnweather.com. I'll send you the pictures. Well, I'll just show you right now. Where can I find all your merchandise? Let's see. I'll just show you. I only have shirts and hats right now, so here's what I have currently. That's what I currently have. And we go from small to 3XL, just an FYI. And I have small hats, 112s and 115s. So if you have a pea head like me, you'll use a 115. If you like the big trucker hats, the normal ones, you'll want a 112. But yeah, that's what I have. Different colors, different sizes. And so if you're interested in that, hit me up, mike@easttnweather.com. But we have more. I've got hoodies coming, sweatshirts, more hats. I've got coffee mugs, long sleeve T-shirts. So I'll have a lot more to offer some of you if you're interested. Kimberly says she likes the haircut. Got the fresh fade yesterday. Thanks to Heather, my hairstylist. Been going to her for a long time. Let's see. Oh, so Edwin, you're going to go back. You had the dog with us, so you were just driving around. He's actually going back to the museum on another nice day. Maybe a good day to do it today. You're inside. Museums are nice. Good day for the aquarium. Good day for like jump jam or whatever they call that. Defy, I guess it was. Places for the kids to go. We always go to Urban Air. Urban Air. I know. Cody, though, says the merch on the website's all distorted. I know. But I'm not worried about it right now, and I don't know how to do anything. I don't have a web designer right now, so I can't get rid of it. Otherwise, I would. But just hit me up, mike@easttandweather.com, and we'll have a conversation. All right. Let's see. Jessica's saying, headed to watch the DES Cubs play their championship game later on today. What's DES Cubs? I don't know all these terms. What is that? Let me know, Jessica. Dandridge Elementary School. Duh. Hi, Jessica. Sorry. Did you see the pictures? I went out to Dandridge yesterday and had talked to the third graders, and it was a lot of fun. Hopefully they enjoyed it. Handed out some chapstick and some T-shirts. But yeah, so much fun. I love talking weather to the kids because they're just so fast. Third grade's probably one of my favorite grades. You get into kindergarten first, second's good, but kindergarten first, they just don't know enough. Not their fault. They just don't know. They're just young. And then you start getting past third grade, and of course, kids become too cool for school, which means they're too cool for me and my goofy personality. Sometimes they just can't handle it. Let's see. Yesterday, Cheryl says it was a beautiful day to get out and take a walk. Indeed, it was. It was a perfect day to get out and do things. A lot of folks I saw just kind of cleaning up around the house from the snow, all the mud and the dirt. Yesterday would have been a good day to do some pressure washing. Let's see. That's a good question. We have Ruth on here says, why do piles of snow not melt all the way after a days of rain and temps in the upper 60s? Seems some snow still hanging out yesterday. Well, there's a couple reasons for that. Shade. Maybe some of those piles are in shade a little bit longer, don't get the direct sunlight, so you can't get the sun's energy to melt that up. Plus, it's like, think about those big piles. It's super cold still on the inside, so it's got to slowly melt away like an ice cube. So it just takes a while. But yeah, I saw several piles yesterday as well going, hey. Yeah, I got it, Jessica. Thanks. Jessica says, the kids enjoyed it so much, and it was nice to get out there. And, of course, wouldn't be possible without you, the teachers, all of our kids, all the teachers. Hats off to all of you teachers. Listen, I'm glad you got some snow days in, but we wouldn't be doing what we wouldn't be where we are without the teachers, right? It's like one of my biggest pet peeves is why teachers don't make more money than they do. It's literally like a thankless job, but we need you, right? And it's crazy. You should be making more than athletes. Because without you, I wouldn't be here without teachers. See what I'm saying? Kimberly, you're cracking me up. All right. Got quite a few on here. Saw a few more just show up. So let's go ahead and go back to the forecast. I'll wrap things up. If you have questions, comments, let me know. By the way, remember the homebrew competition. I won it last year. I talked about this yesterday. The homebrew competition is, I think, 12 to 4. It's $25 to get in. So if you're a beer drinker, Orange Hat Brewing from 12 to noon. It supports the local homebrew club, and there's usually a lot of great beers out there. So if you're a beer drinker and you like that environment, $25, Orange Hat Brewing for the homebrew competition. I am not. I wish I were. Last year I entered. This year I did not. I haven't had time to brew beer. Actually, my neighbor and I were talking about it yesterday, going, we need to get back down to the brewery and clean things up, like our homebrew. Clean things up and kind of get back into action now that East Tennessee kind of is up and running a little bit more here. So hopefully soon. But if you're out there today, let me know because I think I'll probably be out there. So Orange Hat Brewing, 12 to 4. Go support the local brewery and, of course, the homebrewers as well. It's a lot of fun. All right, so we do have an elevated risk for a few isolated strong thunderstorms. Damaging wind would be the greatest threat, but as the low tracks its way through, we have spin in the atmosphere, so you can never rule out an isolated tornado anytime we talk about severe weather, just as the nature of the business, really. We do have the flood watch in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. We also have a wind advisory in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. While we don't have a lot of rain, we do have that elevated flood risk because we've already seen 1 to 2 inches of rainfall so far. And look at all the rain. We're going to get an additional 1 to 2 possible inches of rainfall just through the day today. Less across Tri-Cities, but the big batch of rain moves on in. basically from about 9 to 10 o'clock this morning through about 2 to 3. And then it works its way on out. And so yeah, see, it would be a good day to head off to Orange Hat and go try out some home brews. All right, but then the cold front's going to come through later on this evening, and that's what could spark off a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms. So I don't think we'll have a lot of thunderstorm activity with the first batch of rain, but as the cold front comes through with the second batch this evening and during the early overnight hours, I think that's when we'll see stronger winds. We'll see some possible stronger thunderstorms, and I think that's when the thunderstorm activity will really develop. But again, anywhere from a half an inch to 3/4 up near Tri-Cities to an inch to over an inch and a half down across the Southern Valley. And remember, on the backside of the system, we'll see a little bit of light snow across the highest peaks of the Smokies. So showers and storms, locally heavy rain. We're going to be near 60 today, 47 falling temperatures, chillier tomorrow. And then we'll be back in the mid-40s as we head into our Monday. With increasing sunshine Monday, but it doesn't last very long because we have another system that will swing its way through on Tuesday and Wednesday. It doesn't produce a lot of rainfall, just a little bit of light rain, and that would really be about the extent of it. Let's see. What do we got going on here? So Kimberly got in trouble yesterday on Facebook, everybody. Kimberly. What'd you get in trouble for? Your comment about grabbing you? Whatever. Who'd you get in trouble by? So good answer. See, Cody's responding to Ruth on here. That's what I absolutely love. Again, I said it yesterday. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. But again, if you're not on the chat, listen, we're becoming a community on the chat. We're starting to know each other. People are commenting with one another, which makes the chat even that much better when, you help me answer questions because I try to get to all the chat, and some days are a little bit more chatty than others, but not this morning. Not too chatty this morning. What's for breakfast? What are we doing? Nobody's really commenting, but it is about to breakfast time, right? 8:30 in the morning. Oh, it's Saturday, my friends. So just hunker down and hang out. If you have to travel, just know that you're going to get soaked. Oh, the umbrellas. It's sitting right here in front of me. So it's fairly decent size. It's got, let's see here. It's got a cover for it. And look at that. See if we can get this. Well, not going to be able to see it very well. But, yep, that's right, my friends. East Tennessee weather when you want it. There we go. So if you want an umbrella, hit me up. Mike at easttnweather.com. You know what else I did yesterday? So, of course, I went over to Bridge Brewing because they're putting up East Tennessee weather in their brewery. They're going to have it up every day. The only days that he said he wouldn't be able to is like during big sporting events like UT football games and stuff. And I get it. They got a lot of TVs, but they have a lot of people and patrons in there. But I actually did a podcast yesterday with a good friend of mine. Some of you may remember her. I used to also work with her over at in the local news here. It's been a while, but her name was Kirsten Horn. She actually went to Denver, Colorado. Then she's now living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a couple other guys that she works with. And so we talked about what I'm doing, the nature of weather, and the industry that I'm in, and how the industry has changed over the years, and why what I'm doing is really the new thing, right? And so I'll let you know when that podcast comes out. I think she said, what is it, January? I think she said in a couple weeks. They have to edit it and put it together. But it's going to be on 76, or she said 70 different podcast platforms that's going to go nationwide. And so it was a lot of fun to chat about what I'm doing here at East Tennessee Weather to other weather folks who are still in the industry, or maybe have gotten out, but still are very familiar with what the industry is, the TV industry is all about. So that was a lot of fun. So I'll let you know when that comes out, and then you can kick back, relax, and enjoy listening to my shenanigans some more, right? Anyways, I didn't open it, Tootie. I didn't open it. I did not open it. The birds are singing this morning, says Janice. Nice that you could join us this morning, Tootie and Janice. Haven't seen you on here much. Bonnie's on here as well. Good morning, Bonnie, and to you and your family. You like the umbrella, Kimberly, huh? Time for you to get you one, huh? I mean, it'd be better to meet up or whatnot. So anyways, hit me up. Let me know. Super excited. Cloudy in Maryville, and rain is on the way. Good morning, Jerry. Glad you could join us here this morning as well. Ruth, I hope you have a great weekend. See, it's positive. Everyone's positive. Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy weekend. Have a great day and enjoy the weekend. Don't forget to track the rain. For those of you that may be new to this platform, I have to reassess this or talk about this, so I apologize if I sound like a broken record to some of you. But remember, East Tennessee weather is everywhere, so what you see here is what you would see on your cell phone right now. So if you open your cell phone, if you're not watching on your cell phone, you would see exactly this. Now, you can't chat with the cell phone with the app. You can go to easttnweather.com. You can see what we're doing here there. YouTube, Roku TV, Amazon Fire, Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, Mike Witcher TV Twitter page, and the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. What else am I missing? Am I missing something else? So many different platforms, but if you're on social media or YouTube, you can actually add to the conversation and become part of this community that we are creating every single morning. Remember, Wake Up with Witcher starts at 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, and 7 o'clock Monday through Friday. But like I said, broken record, if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, download it today. It's great. It's super clean, super easy. Make sure you turn on notifications so you get any sort of watches and warnings or push alerts from me, because if I were to go live due to potential severe weather, I would send out a push alert to the app, and then literally you can just watch it on your cell phone and get live weather updates. And no matter what platform you watch on, it is exactly the same. I want you to have the same experience no matter what platform you're watching on, and I don't care what platform you're on. It would be nice if you go like, follow, and subscribe to all of my content. It just helps build this product. So, but download the East Tennessee Weather app. See, watch this. If you go to the app itself, you can actually, let's see if I can get this up. Well, it's not opening. There it goes. All right, so there we go. So when you open it up, this is what you see. What I'm doing right now is at the very top button. It's the 24-hour weather channel. That's where I would broadcast live. That's where the live weather channel lives. And so you'd see me doing that. A quick little tip and trick. Click the orange TN in the top left-hand side of the screen, and that takes you back to the home page. Remember, you can add different cities to it, but here's the interactive radar. It's great. It goes into, let me get the radar on. I've changed it to a couple of different products. It goes from current information to futurecast. So watch this. Here's the radar. That's current. It goes back 2 hours, pauses at the current time, and then goes into a futurecast of 2 hours. And so if you're going to be out and about doing some shopping, whatnot today, just keep in mind that check out the interactive radar before you leave the shopping center or the grocery store or your friend's house. But just know that you're going to get soaked, and we're going to be talking about more showers, more thunderstorms throughout the day today. So we sure hope you have a great day. Somebody cue the music. Do you hear that? That, my friends, means the show's going to be wrapping up. By the way, this is the Mike Stevens Home Studio. Rusty Wallace Automotive Group is the main sponsor of East Tennessee Weather. You'll see that every time you open up your app. And all the sponsors in the bottom left-hand side of the 24-hour channel. If you're a business and looking for some sort of advertisement, I'm cheaper. And hit me up. Let me know. Mike at easttnweather.com. I've got links on the app and on the website to hit me up for school visits and also advertisement opportunities. I've got a lot of meetings coming up next week, so you're going to start to see more people joining joining East Tennessee Weather. Joining the efforts. That's what I was trying to say. Joining the efforts of East Tennessee Weather. So I sure hope you all have a wonderful and amazing day. As always, I say it every single time. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short, my friends, and we need to enjoy every single bit of it. So when life gives you lemons, make some lemonade. When there's puddles outside, go play in it. Life's too short, right? Hey, thanks for joining me on this Saturday morning. It's now 8:39. Go enjoy your time, your family, your friends, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope to see you back here tomorrow morning for Wake Up a Witcher, starting at 8 a.m. We'll be talking more mountain snow showers tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Hey, East Tennessee, it's Chad from Rusty Wallace Honda. It's 2024, and you're going to save like never before. You're going to save thousands of dollars on a huge selection of new Hondas. You'll get rates as low as 0.9%, and we've got tons of pre-owned vehicles for you to choose from. Local, one-owner trades. Price won't be the problem. So get to the intersection of selection. Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
everyone. Sure hope you're having a great Saturday so far. A flood watch is in effect for much of East Tennessee throughout the day today, not to mention a wind advisory for the mountains. So we've got a low pressure system moving on through. That's going to bring us showers, thunderstorms, maybe a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms across the southern valley. So we'll be watching that closely this afternoon. And then falling temperatures Sunday, a little bit of light mountain snow showers, but more seasonable weather returns to East Tennessee. So here's that severe weather risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. So basically south of Interstate 40 has the greatest chance or all right, let's go pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock here tonight. And remember, we've got widespread rain throughout the day today, maybe a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms as we get into the afternoon and early evening hours. And then the storm system's going to wind itself down. But on the backside of that, as I mentioned, we're going to see some light snow showers developing across the mountains of East Tennessee. So forecast lows tonight drop down into the 30s and the 40s. Through the day tomorrow, we'll get that northwesterly flow to take shape around the area. So we're going to squeeze out a little bit more moisture across the area as well. And some of that's going to be in the form of some light snow showers across the highest peaks of the Smokies. Temperatures come on down. We're actually going to be a little bit cooler. So none of these 50s and 60s, but we're also not talking about teens and 20s either. So more seasonable weather on into our Sunday. And then as we get into our Sunday night and through the day on Monday, the storm starts to wind itself down. And we'll see improving conditions throughout the day on Monday. 3-day forecast, 47 today, 46 on Monday, back to 53 degrees on into our Tuesday. When you look at the rainfall forecast for the upcoming weekend, or just really throughout the day today, we're talking 3/4 inch, inch and a half, maybe pockets of 2 inches of rainfall. And as I mentioned, some light snow showers expected across the highest peaks of the Smokies. All right, we sure hope you have a wonderful and safe Saturday. We're going to take you to the big picture pattern if you have travel plans around the region, and we'll talk about those extended 7-day forecasts. That's coming up. right, let's go ahead and take you to the big picture weather pattern. Before we get there, let's talk about those weather headlines: flood watch, wind advisory, showers, some thunderstorms, maybe some isolated strong thunderstorms, and then falling temperatures as we get into our Sunday with more seasonable weather next week. The flood risk for the day today elevated across much of the Appalachian region, so something to keep in mind. We've had a lot of rain, and here comes a lot more rain. Area of low pressure is going to bring us quite a bit of wind, especially across the mountains. We've got a saturated ground now, so something to keep in mind across the highest peaks of the Smokies. We'll probably get some trees toppled. Area of low pressure tracks its way into the Ohio Valley as we head into our Sunday. We'll get that wraparound moisture, and that's going to produce just some light snow showers across the highest peaks of the Smokies. Really does not look to be too terribly impressive. And then high pressure builds its way on in before another little weak system may head our way by Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. I'll show you what that looks like. When you look at your rainfall forecast today around the region, we're looking at about an inch, pockets of 2 inches of rainfall just through the day today. Lingering moisture tomorrow. It exits by Monday, and then a system dives its way in from the north. Doesn't look like it has a whole lot of moisture with it, and it's likely to be in the form of all liquid precipitation. So not a huge threat for a lot of rain as we get into next week. But temperature-wise, we're going to finally be back to closer to those seasonal averages. Average highs are now in the upper 40s, so now we're starting to warm. It was 48. Now we're climbing out of the heart of winter. Can you believe that? All right, then we're going to stay with low temperatures also into the 30s and the 40s. So this is how it should feel this time of the year. Don't forget to log on to eastnweather.com to check out the latest forecast there. Your daily forecast is always available at your fingertips by downloading the East Tennessee Weather app. Have a great day. So going to recap everything around East Tennessee. Here's your local forecast. The Storm Prediction Center has us under a level 1 risk for a few isolated strong thunderstorms as the afternoon progresses. The National Weather Service has issued a flood watch. This runs until 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. Also a wind advisory for the mountains. And the Weather Prediction Center has now issued a level 2 risk for the possibility of some elevated flooding around East Tennessee as this storm system swings its way on through. So while we started off on the drier side, it's not going to stay that way. Soggy conditions as we head into the lunch hour and early afternoon. We'll start to wind down as we get into the evening hours with some scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder later on this evening as well. So something to keep in mind. And then overnight tonight, the storm tracks its way to the northeast. Eventually, we'll get some wraparound moisture and that northwesterly flow to take shape, and that's going to drop our temperatures. And so we're going to start to see more seasonable weather as we head through the day tomorrow and next week as well. We'll pick up anywhere from a half an inch to over an inch and a half of rain across parts of town. And we're talking some snow showers across the highest peaks of the Smokies, and that really should be about the extent of it. 3-day forecast, 59 today, 47 tomorrow, 46 degrees on into our Monday, and then we'll stay in the 50s as we get into the middle and latter part of next week. All right, have a great day, everybody. Hope to see you back here real soon.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Hi, everyone. Have a wonderful and safe Saturday. We have a flood watch in effect for East Tennessee today. We have a wind advisory. We're talking about a low-pressure system that's going to swing on through, providing us with scattered showers, some thunderstorms, and maybe even a couple of isolated strong storms. Wraparound moisture in the form of some light snow showers across the mountains tomorrow, and then in more seasonable weather as we head into much of next week. So here's the Storm Prediction Center's forecast for severe weather outlook today. And again, south of Interstate 40, that's going to be the location that will have the greatest threat for a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms. Not a huge threat, but an isolated chance for sure. We have the flood watch in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning tonight, and the wind advisory for the mountains of East Tennessee as well. Not to mention, the Weather Prediction Center says, okay, we've got that elevated flood risk, and that's why we also have that flood watch that's been issued. So we start the morning off on the relatively dry side, but here comes the rain as we get into the noon hour today. It's going to be pouring around East Tennessee. So heavy rain through the middle part of the day. It starts to exit for the second part of the day, but then we're going to be tracking in a few spotty showers on the backside of that system. Forecast high temperatures today. Still warm. We're going to be in the 50s and even some low 60s. Into the evening hours, 57 degrees by 5. By 9 o'clock, we're staying right around 57. Again, a few scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms. We'll continue this future cast, go into our Sunday, talk about the